Okay, I got the drums and bass added for number one here. So yeah, just practice playing along to it, and then for the video next week, probably just do your usual things. Have your little drum metronome thing you play to. So this way we remove all the helpful. Get rid of that and see how well you can maintain the swing feel throughout. That being said, as you get more comfortable with this and playing along to the track, eventually I want you to try just doing it with the metronome or the drum thing you have on your videos. So this way you can go back and forth, like make sure, like, can you do it with just a regular click and maintain that swing feel? So you can certainly do it at the slower tempos. We just got to get you more hearing it faster ones. It's really just got to make sure you just delay that upstroke. Make sure you definitely have a delay on the upstroke. So here we go. Just the metronome. 140. 1, 2, 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. Here we go. So as far as working anything up, I would do just a little bit. So perhaps that amount if you're going to work it up in the usual 5 BPM way. Other things you can do, use Guitar Pro's percentage feature, or make sure you can play the whole thing comfortably at 50% speed, and then at 60%, 70%, and so on. So you can work the whole thing up like that. I wouldn't work the entire thing up in fives. It's way too long, far too much room for error, and that would just take forever. So don't need to do that. All right, moving on. Number 2. So, thing I pointed out yesterday with this rhythm here is almost the same as right here. Just this note you play with the upstroke, you do not do here. So this is where it's very important you keep tapping that foot, so this way you feel this beat here where you would normally pick, but you're not. You basically get the metronome going here. That's what you're going for. Hopefully the foot tapping's coming through on the microphone okay. But yeah, let's give this a go. So yeah, when you get to the second half of the bar, all downstrokes. Here we go. And you can count the second half of each bar the same as you would the first half. Just make sure you don't downpick on the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. 2 and 3, 4 and 1. 2 and 3, and 1. 2 and 3, and 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, this next speed, I'll do 160. Little trick to make this even easier. When you get going pretty fast with the metronome, start looking at it as if, how do I want to explain it? Like a lot of times when the metronome's going quick, I'm just tapping my foot on the 1 and 3 instead of the 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you can think of it this way, when you get to that part, like maybe you can like tap your foot just on the 1 and the 3 and get used to that once it gets going a little bit fast. It's really like you're just feeling out a regular triplet. You're just down picking the whole thing. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Whoops. So 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. And I think with your drums, the one you usually play to, that's gonna make it actually a lot easier because you just lock onto that the kick part. You just lock onto that kick part, you're set. So anyway, here we go, whole thing. 160. 1 2 1 2 3 4. 200. 1 2 1 2 3 4. Repetitions. 1 2 1 2 3 4. Blew it. 1 2 1 2 3 4. Couldn't send yesterday because we didn't have time. Everything is that rhythm where this part is not played. So basically, everything is this quarter note triplet. Everything, you're spacing everything same distance apart or length apart, and we have the 3-2 polyrhythm. So 3 notes evenly spaced across 2 beats. 3 across 2, more commonly called 3 against 2. But I still like to say across, because to me that makes more sense. All right, here we go. 60. 1 2 3 and 4 and 1. Hang on a second. Is that what I wanted to do? That's what I initially played when I was writing this. Hang on, let me fix this. 1 2 3. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I got to that point. I was like, wait a minute. That's what I wrote? That doesn't make any sense. That's not what I played. All right, here we go. The correct way. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 20, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and All right, 160. 1 2 1 2 3 4. 200. 1 2 1 2 3 4. Repetitions. 1 2 1 2 3 4. theory. So I got this set up for you here. Got two places, or two rests for chord input. So what I want you to do is put in your regular chord, your basic, most popular chord, open chord, cowboy chord. Sometimes it'll be a bar chord, but you're going to do that and then create the suspended second. So that's it there. So your major, minor, or diminished, and then the appropriate suspended second. So steps to take with that: you're going to identify the third interval in the chord shape here, here, and here, and all that. Identify the flat third or major third. So it's either the third or the flat third. And then you're going to just lower it to the next note in key. If you can lower it to the next note in key, then you've already got the correct interval being used. So remember, Phrygian, you have a flat second. You also have a flat second in Locrian. So these two, you need flat seconds. And you will need to input the chord name manually for this guy and this guy. So so the Phrygian mode, Locrian mode, you need to put in the chord name manually. Let's see. I think we may have gone through. Yeah, we did go through this at one point before. So a bit of review. Things to keep in mind: some chords will have the third interval shown twice. In that case, you do need to get rid of both. Some chords will have the third or flat third as an open string. You gotta get a little creative there. So you have to basically think of it this way. When you have the open string as the third or flat third, good chance you can still use that string, but instead of lowering it, because you can't, you have to put something on that string that's part of the chord we're going to. So it's either going to be the root note again or the fifth interval again. So basically you'll have to replace the open string with either root note once more or the fifth interval. And after that, you got to find a place for the two or the flat two, whatever you need for that chord. Just don't put the second interval as the bass note. Keep the root note the bass note for all this stuff. I think that covers it. So any questions, let me know. I will send over the invoice to extend from 30 to 60 minutes. And I will see you again 1 week from today.